Welcome to WEFM's 3 p.m. news. I'm your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene, the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines joins with the international community in recognizing World Consumer Rights Day. The occasion will be celebrated under the theme Empowering Consumers Through Clean Energy Transitions. The Ministry of Public Service, Consumer Affairs and Sports, through the Department of Consumer Affairs, will be hosting an exhibition and 3 town hall meetings. Several other activities, including town hall meetings, jingles, radio talks, and whistle stops, will be held throughout the year. For more information, visit the official Facebook page of the Agency for Public Information. The Ministry of Education and National Reconciliation will host a 3-day workshop as part of a preparatory work on the new Education Sector Development Plan. The workshop is funded by the Global Partnership for Education, the GEF, and the World Bank, and will focus on program writing place at French's House from March 6 to 8, 2023, bringing together ministry administrators, education officers, principals, and teachers. Participants will design education sector plan programs that detail the strategies to achieve policy priorities and plan outcomes, make progress on the choice of key performance indicators and targets for plan outcomes and programs, and enhance their understanding of and competencies in education sector plan program design and the selection of targets. The workshop will be facilitated by ESP Regional Consultant Mr. Marcus Edward and ESP Technical Working Group members and begins daily at 9 a.m. Still on the local scene, Javel Benton Williams was given little wiggle room when he left the Kingston Magistrates Court on Wednesday, March 1st, charged with escaping police custody. In reference to Searchlight News, the 25-year-old became social media famous this week after he ran from the police in the yard of the court on Monday, February 27th, shortly after being sentenced to 1 year for theft, burglary, and damage to property by Senior Magistrate Ricky Burnett. He was caught in the area of Kingston Park and taken back before Magistrate Burnett 2 days later. According to reports, his behavior in court on Wednesday while standing in the dock was a cause of concern for the senior magistrate as he behaved oddly and was rambling. Williams was ordered to be remanded for observation at the Mental Health and Rehabilitation Center as the convict was deemed not fit to enter a plea due to his behavior. A psychiatric report on Williams will be presented to the court when the matter resumes on March 21, 2023. On to news in the region. On Thursday, March 2nd, 2023, Marcia Jimson, 21, broke her silence on the controversial issue of human trafficking, saying she regretted traveling to Trinidad and Tobago for a job opportunity. Having arrived in TNT before the COVID-19 pandemic in search of a better life, Jimson, at the age of 17, was sold for $10,000 to a trafficker who then put her to work as a prostitute in an upscale Chaguanas home. As she recounted her experience to Trinidad's Guardian Media, Jimson broke down in tears, saying after her encounter with hundreds of men who physically, verbally, and mentally abused her for sex, she wanted to take her life. Jimson said she was lured to TNT in September of 2018 along with another girl by a Chinese man who operated a business in Arima and also owned a business in Venezuela. She said, "I wanted to come out of the hardships, so I grasped at the opportunity at that time. People were leaving Venezuela in droves to come here to make a better life, and I was one of them. I was in search of progression." 51% of the global population will be overweight or obese by 2035, according to a new World Obesity Atlas report from the World Obesity Federation. The report stated continued failure to improve prevention and treatment could contribute to a total economic impact of US $4.32 trillion by 2035, nearly 3% of global GDP. The Obesity Federation stated that these new figures represent a significant increase in current levels. The Federation said the situation lends urgency to its call for the development of national obesity action plans around the world. According to the Federation, over 1.5 billion adults and nearly 400 million children would live with obesity in 12 years unless significant action is taken. Finally, on the international scene, a police officer has died and 79 others have been taken hostage during protests in Colombia's southern Caqueta province. According to the BBC, violence erupted on Thursday after residents blocked the compound of the oil exploration company Emerald Energy, demanding their help to repair and build new roads in the area. A civilian was also killed and 9 oil field workers captured alongside the police officers. Video footage shows the hostages sitting in a crowded room on rows of chairs and on the floor. The president of Colombia, Gustavo Petro, said he hopes that they would be released before any escalation of violence and asked for medical help from the Red Cross. This has been WEFM's 3 p.m. news. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 5:30 for WEFM's evening news, and we thank you for listening.